Great morning, and welcome to part 17 of the Edward Art Supply Hand series. This part is titled Dream the Dream. A full link to the written post will be in the comments below, as well as Edward's channel, so definitely check it out. He posts great daily videos. And if you're interested in content like this, please like and subscribe for more. Part 17, Dream the Dream. You lay down, turn your lamp off, and pull your blankets towards your chin. A deep breath escapes from your lips, and your body relaxes just enough for the feeling of comfort to take you over. You close your eyes and you enter into sleep. Next thing you know, you are wide awake. You look down at your hands and you find yourself in a world just like this one. Something is slightly off, but you cannot put your finger on it. Then, after contemplating it just a bit longer, you realize what is happening. You have awakened or become aware of the fact that you are inside a dream. You realize your body is back home on your bed and you are awake in this dream. Now that you have this knowledge, you then decide to imagine something to see if it comes to pass. So you close your eyes and you imagine something, anything. And the moment you open your eyes, there it is, right before you. You come to the realization that everything here is under the control of your imagination. Everything is in subjection to it. Knowing that you have this power, the question then becomes, what are you going to create? This is your own dream, and you can dream anything. What would you dream? If you could control everyone and everything, what would you do? If imagining creates instantly in this dream world, what would you imagine? There are no mistakes here because you can always correct every mistake. You are entirely free to create anything. What would you create? What would you see? What would you choose to hear? How would you be treated? What things would you give yourself? How would you create the perfect dream? This is how I look at my mind. When I imagine, I think of it like this. Like I just awoke inside a dream, and I can dream anything I want before me. I can hear someone, anyone, it does not matter who, say what I want them to say. I can see what I want to see. Everything is under my control in my mind. I mean this literally. Everything in your mind, no matter what it is under your control. In the dream world, there are no facts. Everything can be manipulated and transformed to your liking. Anyone who has awakened inside a dream understands the feeling I'm speaking of. You feel you can do and create anything. Knowing your body is asleep on the bed, you can leave the world entirely alone. There's nothing to do in the world because your body is asleep. Instead, you can do anything you like in imagination, and you can feel that allowing to let the outer world go. There's nothing to control in the world because the outer world does not matter anymore. All that matters is, what are you going to dream? This is the attitude I took with me after my dreams like that. I realized that I can imagine anything I want. I can dream a dream greater than I once allowed myself to. I can feel what I want to feel. So when I lay down to imagine, I think of it as though my body is asleep and there's nothing to do in the world. There's nothing to achieve. The only thing there is to do is dream a greater dream. And the greatest dream to dream is the one where all desires are fulfilled. When you make your imagining so specific to your liking, this causes feelings of euphoria to naturally spring up from you. Be bold and imagine specifically to your wants. Leave the world alone. Leave the idea of trying to manifest and change self by imagining specifics. Imagining a greater dream. If I can truly imagine anything I want, as specific as I want, and if my life truly shapes to my imagination, then it should be my highest interest to imagine better than the best I know. So if you wish to feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, as Neville says, you must do what he says, to imagine as though it is here and now. The way you do that is remove the outer world and remove the idea of trying to manifest, and simply have the attitude of changing your inner world to your liking. Just as if you were to awaken inside a dream, and you can dream any dream you like. There is nothing to do, nothing to force on the outside. You change it, you mold it, you feel it, and you do it all within you. You create a new dream, a perfect dream within you. So it is a feeling. To try to manifest is a feeling. Trying to get, trying to resolve, trying to make something happen are all feelings you take with you before you imagine. These feelings are what disrupt you from actually feeling what you want to feel. Instead, feel that you are solely going to reimagine or redream a new dream within you, and you will change the feeling how you feel within. These changes in what is expressed itself in the world. So if you wish to change the outer world, leave it alone. Leave it alone and go within and change that world, the world within. Change who you are there. Change what you have there. Change how you are treated there. Dream up a new world within. You can change the dream, a quote by Neville. In this meditation, allow others to see you as they would see you were this new concept of self a concrete fact. You always seem to others an embodiment of the ideal you inspire. Therefore, in meditation, when you contemplate others, you must see them mentally as you would be seen by them physically, where your concept of self an objective fact. That is, in meditation, you imagine that they see you expressing that which you desire to be. If you assume that you are what you want to be, your desire is fulfilled, and in fulfillment, all longing is neutralized. You cannot continue desiring what you have already realized. Your desire is not something you labor to fulfill. It is recognizing something you already possess. It is assuming the feeling of being that which you desire to be. A quote by Neville. I know this much. If you believe or feel to the point of acceptance, life will be marvelous for you, perfectly wonderful, for this is the one secret in the world that everyone should aspire to solve. For God is that pure imagining in ourselves. He underlies all our faculties, including our perception, but he streams into our surface mind, least disguised in the form of productive fantasy. I sit here and have a daydream. Well, that's God in action, but then someone breaks it and I forget it. I didn't occupy it. I simply had a daydream without occupancy. That's one of the greatest fallacies of this world, perpetual construction. It's a daydream, deferred occupancy. I don't occupy it. I don't go in and possess it and make it mine. If I, in my imagination, could go right in and possess it and make it mine. If I, in my imagination, could go right in and possess it and clothe myself with the feeling of the wish fulfilled, actually clothe myself with it by assuming that it's done now, until I feel natural in that assumption, though at the moment denied by my senses, if I persisted, it will harden into fact. Your refusal to have it in your mind is the only reason why you do not feel it. A quote by Goddard. Thank you for listening.